Kia ora e te iwi. Welcome to the second race of day 2 here at the 2024 Waka Long Distance Nationals held here in Te Urunga o te rā Turanganui a Kiwa. This is the 4th race for the 2024 Nationals, and we are preparing to see some of the fast races you'll see. No ku te waimare, my name is Rahia Timituru. I'm one of your commentators, and we are lucky enough to have Ranj Rapana back with us in the studio. And it's going to be quite special for her because someone special in her life is competing. Kia ora, Ranj.
Kia ora.
So who's that special someone?
Ash Rosendale.
Yeah, her beautiful son. We know him as a champ, not only singles, one of the best individual paddlers that we've seen, but also as a champ on the CrossFit stage, placing 3rd in the RX of the Nationals. Engari, kei te whakatā ia i te mea, ka hoki mai ia me tana karapu. Who is he racing with today?
He's with the Haimato paddlers with his uncle Paul.
Of course, Paul, who was with us yesterday. And because we can't have Paul, well, we've got the Putsi, we've got Ranj, so we're really lucky. So in this race, in race 5, we have we have the Open Men's, the Master Men's and the Senior Masters. And they will start first. They are racing 24 kilometres. We also have your J19s, Golden Masters and Master 70s. We'll go through the names Akuakene, but we are moments away from the start of this Wave 6 and the final race of today, Day 2 of the Waka Nationals. 46 teams are in this wave, so we had 92 this morning. Only 46, so hopefully it's an easier race to call. Conditions have changed slightly since this morning. There's a bit of a sea breeze out there. And I'll give you the Gisborne weather forecast, what we're feeling at the moment. So it's 20 degrees at the moment, 31 kilometres per hour. The gusts are coming from northwest. And a little bit of cloud will develop this afternoon. And we are in for an evening shower, but these men will be back before then.
That looks like the Peninsula team there, their bright orange colours. I think that's their open team. There's Kingy, seat 3.
Yep, that's Peninsula. One of the Open Men's teams, 12 Open Men's teams in particular in this race. And we'll go through the team lists once we do get the time. Actually, let's go through them now. So in the W6J19 men's, we have 3 teams. We've got a black flag, actually. We're about to start this race. Black flag means that all Wakas went over the line and they are unable to start the race until all Waka go back behind the start line and sit. Now we have a red flag. Prepare for a green flag. And that is the start of our race. We have 3 J19 men's W6 teams, one from Horota Wakahoi. This is, here we go, we have 537 here. Herbert's on tour, e mohio te whānui te ana mō ngā hoeroa. Just outside of them, they have Heimato. Noticed Tyron Thomas, awesome to see him back on the water. Waka 5, 4, 3 there. Oh my gosh, they're so fast, can't keep up. 3, 4, 5. And the top, that's Tamakitirangi, 544. Here we go. No Peniula, this is Team Peniula, the Opens crew.
So this crew here is the last year's national champions. And as you can see at the back there, we've got Paula Monk steering them this year. Last year was Manutia.
Oh, of course, but there's no Manutia.
Yeah, so, but hands down to Paula.
Oh, yeah, he's a great steerer.
Yeah, he's awesome.
We've also got Manuko here, 547. $537 up there. Herbert's on top from Ngā Hoihoro. $544 at the bottom here. We have Team Penula and 538 just in between these two teams.
Makuha from Taupo.
Yay! Which is your men's team?
Yeah, one of them. We've got a Masters men's team out there too.
Awesome. So Taupo are your current champions. Can the men's team come and win the male counterpart? Atonawa Kitiai. But man, what a fast start. It's Turinga FM Paikea Masters. Did really well at the Nationals and the sprints. They are supported by one of our reo irirangi. Our iwi reo irirangi. What's that?
Bit of trouble at the first buoy here, because you want to make sure that the buoy's on the left side of your ama.
Yep.
Because you've got to go around every buoy in the course, or else you might have to back up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are buoys positioned
At
not
each
just where
point.
you have to turn, but also where you're going. Okay, I didn't know that. Awesome.
So usually off the start line, you'll have a lot of crews together. And then as the race progresses, then you'll see teams sort of separate, and you'll see steerers taking different lines, depending on what they see in their canoe, how their canoe's running, and how much they can utilise any sort of bump that might be out there.
See, and that's why we have Ranj Rapana in the studio at Te Iwi. I just say the names, say the team names, because I've never competed in the long distance nationals. I wasn't around when I was pedalling. And there on the right we have the Turinga FM Paikea Masters. They went to the Worlds this year, also did really well at the sprints. Then just inside them, 701 Penula. And also they've got another Penula team just inside as well. Only early days at Iwi.
Looks like Bruce Campbell steering the Horaita men's team. And it looks like Israel Foreman steering the Penula Masters.
And we saw a little bit of swells, not necessarily from the wind, but also from all of this, all of these waka. Yeah. So you kind of want to get out as fast as you can, because you don't want to battle the swells that each and every waka. I mean, that's a lot of power.
Yeah.
A lot of power coming out of these waka. Beautiful drone shot here. It's flowing from where we are positioned here at Midway, making its way to our teams. Got a few surfers out there.
This is a great shot. But as you can see, so teams are starting to separate. So generally in a distance race, people think it's a long race, so you've got to kind of preserve your energy and stuff. But off the start line, it's all about getting clear out of that, that turbulence or whatever you want to call it.
So you can be in a good position.
Yeah.
I totally get that. It's kind of similar to long distance, the thousands and the 1500s, because you kind of see the waves coming from the boat.
Yeah.
Especially camera boats. So you kind of want to bypass all of that.
Yeah.
But man, how long is it from the starting line to where the waka are now?
They were saying it's a 8K loop. So it might be about maybe 5 or 6.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
we sort of have a short loop, short course going
Going
out
out
the back.
as well.
Yeah. It does feel longer sometimes.
It looks longer.
Yeah.
So beautiful shots here of our teams.
So it looks like Manuko out wide with Mark Malaki Williams. I think he's stroking that crew. And then on the inside of them, we got Heimato, the Booty Boys.
The Booty Boys. Not the butty, it's the Booty Boys.
And there's Taupo, Makoha, sort of just tucked in behind Manuko there. But as you can see, there's lots of teams still all kind of together. So there's some teams in the middle there that looks like, you know, they want to get out of there. Yeah.
So we have 46 6-man crew out there, 3 J19 men's, which means if all 3 finish, they will be they will all get a gold, silver, or bronze. They'll all get a medal, which is great. And the open men's, well, a few more teams than that. There are 12 teams in the open men's category. Then master men's, 13. Senior master men, 7. Golden master men, 9. And master 70 men. So our paddlers 70 years and over, 2 teams.
So this will be a race to look at the different canoes, because we talked about different canoes earlier, and some will say maybe you want a lighter boat, maybe you want the mahi-mahi. So we see all these canoes out there. As you can see, Heimato is paddling a mahi-mahi, and then we've got the Taupo paddling a malolo, and there's a couple of unlimiteds out there, but you'll see as the race goes on, you know, is it the engine on top or is it the Waka?
Is it the Waka? Yeah. Oh, so a bit of wind out there. Looks like it's coming from northwest. You'd know if it was a southerly, because Midway gets tino makariri if it is a southerly. Yeah, it is a northwest. It's 31 kilometres per hour, so it's quite strong out there. But as Rand was saying, teams will be able to use that as leverage, or they will be able to ride the swells, especially when they'll come the way back. That wind should push them when they are making their way back to the Tairāwhiti Waka, which is 8 kilometres. And for the junior 19 men, for the open men, master men, and senior master men, they have to do this course 3 times. And our junior 19 men, our golden master men, and our master 70s men will have to do it twice.
Looks like a bit of a battle at the front of the race at the moment. Looks like it's Peniola and Torreita.
Unfortunately, we can't connect to Seymour at the moment. Seymour, of course, had all of our boat vision. So we were able to hear Atmos from all of our paddlers. It's probably why all of our shots now are behind our paddlers. We're going to go through your comments now. So Lena Southern asks, have the open men W6 gone? Yes, they have. So the open men, masters, senior masters, J19 men. I don't want my note. The open master men, senior master men, J19 men, Golden Masters and Master 17 men have all gone out. They all started together. April Irwin says, go Buti and go Asoi. Jeff Guy, who is synonymous with Peniula, he's watching from home. He says, Team Peniula. And then he asks, Black Flag, there's no sight line. How do you know, Jeff? You're not here. But good question.
So as we can see now at the back there, you can kind of see some white caps.
Yep.
So from this position, anyone that can make it down to the next buoy to turn on to that, they can utilise that. So while people are still turning around a buoy, if you get out in front, you can open up gaps.
There you go. Renee Lawson says, let's go Te Toki. Anna Graham Depia says, go Coach Paddy Rimene, Joe Nuku, Tamakehu, Shannon Rimene teams watching from Masterton. Good luck, have fun. Kia ora. Kia ora from the sunny Turanganui Akiwa to you. Anna Graham Depia. Talia Wahapango, older sister of Hemi Wahapango, says, go Pure OCC. Her brother must be paddling for OCC.
Yeah. So I think they were short paddlers because they've got Mitch over and he's going to be doing the Molokai next week.
Awesome. I think Mitch is on our feed.
Yeah, so that's a good replacement for Mitch.
Oh, so. We have Janice Ohi Wahapango, go hard Pure OCC. No doubt another relation to Hemi Wahapango. Oh, it's Mum.
Yeah.
Oh, that's his mama. Iona Maxwell, probably watching from the banks. Go Wiramu Maxwell, paddling for Otaki. Wiramu Maxwell, of course, one of our up-and-coming DJs here in Turanganui Kiwa. Tracy Titai, go hard Ngāti Reo here. Oh boy, smash it. Again, I have to let you know we don't have the camera shot from our boats. So this will do for now, but when they do make their way around the buoy and then go up, they have to head south to the second buoy. We'll be able to see them as they come home. You'll be able to see as well, there's an airplane, and that's why we can't have the drone there. You're probably thinking, we'll fly the drone. We can't. Got to get clearance from the airport. Yep, Mitch is watching at the moment. He says, kia ora, go OCC and Mākoha. All the best for the Molokai, Mitch. Who's Mitch paddling for?
Team Oceana.
Awesome.
Yeah. So Mario Marcial, he kind of put that crew together, like grabbing different paddlers from Aotearoa, Hawaii, Australia, I think. Ash and Tupu were once a part of that original crew that they put together. And he's just built on it over the years. And now we've got the opportunity. I think young Sherry Pharrell Gubick.
Shot Inamaru.
Yeah. he's going to be, he's over there too.
Awesome.
Yeah. So he'll be paddling with Mitch.
Oh, man, that's so cool. All the best to our boys.
Yeah.
Jeff Guy has asked, give the camera to the pilot on the plane.
That's not a bad idea.
If only it was so easy.
These are the days we wish we were pilots.
We've got shots here from one of our tents down here, Mahi Atua, led by Matua Mark Kopua and his beautiful wife. We're going to go through your team list now. We'll start with the J19 boys. we'll start with the youngest. So Horota have Tama ki te rangi. So we've got Kian Aiton, Jackson Robin Smith, Kane Soto, Rain Taputoru Filo, Taputoro aroha mai, Filo, Caden Thrupp, and Fraser Wainohu, younger brother of Gabby. And then from Ngā Hoihoro, we have the Taupeke Surfer. Oh my goodness, these boys are in every race. Rehutai Appleyard, Nico Henry, Bo Herbert, JJ Herbert, Mātahi Heta, and Manaki Pickering. I think this is their fourth race. Then you have from Te Toki, our Soy Juniors. We've got Manaya Davis, Piripi Enoka, Arapata Lawson, Fetu Lawson, Liam Nepe, and Ihaya Te Hira. Then from the under 19 boys, we'll go to the Master Men. Hei Matau have two teams, the Buri Masters and Hei Matua. So in the Buri Masters, Jordan Edmonds, Craig Fenwick, Troy Nexus, Tom Rika, Tyron Thomas and Ray Timiho. And then in Hei Matua for Hei Matau, Ollie Hellman, Rio Hemopo Hunuki, Peter Jackson, Tamarapa Lloyd, Manu Scott, and Paul Warbrick. Then, Horota Turangi FM Paikea Masters, steered, of course, by Bruce Campbell. You also have Paula Anderson, Miha Crawford, Grant Donaldson, Michael Kemp, and Jason Retty, father of Elite and... Oh, she just raced. Yeah, Chelsea Retty. Penula in the Master Men. Jason Ray Ashford. Folefino. Kasione Funua. Israel Foreman. Joe Nuku and Perry Rimene. So many teams. PCKC. Gherkin Surf and Turf. That's a different one. Surf and Turf with the Gherkin. Bjorn Agnew, Jono Alsop, Matt Archer, Lawrence Hines, Justin Richards, and Jesse Tini. Ngā tae whā Taranaki from Taranaki OCC, Jermaine Anaha Fans, Kapunga, Tangiwai Lawrence, Steve Outwin, Lewis Sutton, and Nathan Tuta. From Taupo Wakama.
Hey.
There you go. Do you want to read them out?
Mata Aporo, Daryl Martin, Pat Moana, Peter Pewhairangi, Emane Tufala, Jean Turuwhenua.
And then from TWP, Te Waka Pounamu, Gary Boaz, Eden Kane, Barry Campbell, Bobby Furby, Neil Gard, and Murray Marquette.
So, if I'm correct, what you see outside on the screen now would be, looks like the Buri Boys out just in front of the support boat there. And maybe that might be Penula and the Herberts on tour, perhaps, around where that, the flag boat is.
So this is a 8-kilometre course. We are very lucky that we've got this camera here on the bank. We are able to shoot them because I can tell you now, I can see it with my naked eye. It looks like just a speck. So we are very lucky that we've got these images. At the moment, we're still trying to fix our feed with our man on the boat. Please bear with us. But as soon as our waka come through, we can go through all waka names, all of the team members, because we know that a lot of people are watching, their loved ones, their whānau members, their friends. And not just Wakama supporters are here, we've got everyone just coming to be involved in today's festivities. So that looks like the Buri Boys leading at the moment.
So stroking them is Narada. We've got Eric in 2, Ash in 3. That's who's in 4. Oh, Yawn. Paul's in 5 and no, Manawa's in 5 and Paul's steering.
So this is the Booty Boys.
So this crew here is a mixture of open and master paddlers. So some of them could have gone the other way or into the masters, but I think this crew's been paddling together for a couple of years now. Ash first joined this crew when he was about 18, I think.
Wow.
So it's just good to see him back paddling with his uncle. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then second ranch.
That looks like Herbert's on tour. So we've got Tupurio, if I'm not wrong, in that team with Conan possibly steering.
And then we've got Aaron Herbert, Conan, Sean, Kai Tawhiti, Kiriopa, and of course Tupu King, whose wife, double gold medalist at the Olympic Games, Tyler King. Well, she paddled yesterday, and it was cool to see. I think she stroked.
She was in seat 2.
Oh, she was in 2. Okay.
Yeah. Could be a change of code for her.
Yeah, I'll say.
Why not?
I mean, look, she plays sevens and she's a really good touch player too.
Yeah.
League, now Waka ama.
Yeah. Can do it all. Why not?
I think her in-laws will be happy with that. And then we have a Horoita team as well to the right.
Mm-hmm.
So they're making their way. They went around the buoy with a time of 22 minutes. So we were talking about how this race was going to be fast.
Yeah.
Didn't expect it to be this fast.
No. But now that's that whole wind thing.
Yeah.
If you have a crew that can utilise any sort of bump, like it doesn't have to be big, anything that's out there, because every other team's going to try and utilise it as well.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get onto those the best, then you're going to open up a lead. So, yeah. And some of these boys, they're renowned for their surfing, so they'll be grateful that they've got that.
I mean, look, we saw Kingy's video with his daughter, Manavanui, them riding the waves in Hawaii. And we'll probably see a lot more of that from all the waka here. The little specks are making their way to us. And as soon as we see waka numbers, e hoama, we'll be able to tell you not only who they are, but also what category, because we have 6 different categories racing in this race. So we have the open men's, we have the master men's, we have the senior master men's, who are all racing this course 3 times, 24 kilometres in total. And then we've got our J19 men's, golden master men's, and also master men's, master 70 men's, paddling this course twice to the distance of 16 kilometres. In the Masters also, in the Open Men's, we've got a team from Otaki Wakahoe. We've got Team Penula from Penula. We've got Pure OCC from Duamata. We've got Taio. We've got Makoha Hurihanga from Taupo Wakaama. Te Toki Asoi. And UOA Wakaama UOA Men's. Lisa Chatford has said, come on, UOA, how can I find out what their waka number is? I can find out for you right now. Bear with me. We'll soon see them come. Here we go. So UOA, they're wearing, or they've got Waka 5-4-5.
Just looking out on the course, we've got, it looks like that the wind's actually hitting on the ama. So some people are quite comfortable in this kind of conditions, whereas others would probably be, not so good. And in saying that, you could still utilise some of that as well. So some of the good teams out there will be able to still find something that's going to help their boat move forward quicker than other crews out there. And a lot of that comes from confidence.
Yeah.
And
also
paddling.
Experience.
Yeah.
So,
and paddling in these conditions. You don't have to have a full crew with that confidence or that experience. It's a great opportunity for, if you get someone who's never been in there, but in a canoe with people who are confident, it changes their whole paddling and how they see things. So.
And we'll probably see a lot of that happening because we've got 12 open men's teams. Most of them, they've been together for a very long time. They're making their way this way. So with the naked eye, I'm just having a look. Yeah, they still look like specks.
Yeah, and this is at this point, it'll be a real steerer's sort of job to be able to not only try and find a good line for their crew, but also if they've got swell coming onto your armour, it's also stopping your armour from, the crew from flipping.
Of course.
So.
And we saw a lot of that happen yesterday. I think 5 crews in the second race tipped yesterday.
Yeah, I think I saw the same one ladies yesterday. They flipped, but they came back.
Oh, my goodness.
They did amazing. I think they got 4th in the open women.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Anything can happen.
That's right.
And unlike national sprints, if you tip here, you can just, flip your waka around, bail your water out,
and carry on.
Yeah, Bob's your uncle.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of racing distance. Anything can happen. Leads can change. The unknown can, another team out of the blue can just appear out of nowhere. You just got to have your wits about you the whole race.
Oh, what a beautiful comment. We've had a comment come through from Jane Louis Falani, who says, watching my brother Peter Jackson in Team Heimato, all the way from Chennai, India. Kia ora. Awesome that you're watching your brother Peter. Hopefully we can get some vision of your brother for you. Yeah, we were just talking about a team might look like they're in front, but it's all about angles. We'll soon see though. We're nearing the 30-minute mark, and they're making their way back now. And how I wish that we could cross to Seymour. We're going to try and get another camera out there, okay, guys? So bear with us. Might be frustrating for you guys. It's frustrating for us too. But we're going to make do with what we can get. Because remember, 20 years ago, we didn't even have coverage of Wakama. Why? Because that's the last time I paddled. So we are trying to determine who is leading at the moment. And I would say they're about 2 kilometres away from the first turn. So if you're just joining us, or if you're this is the first race that you've watched, the turning point here is just in front of us at the Tairāwhiti Waka Haurua. They have to turn around there and around that buoy. And we are based in this building to the right. And if you look to the left, you'll be able to see the Waka Haurua. So we have a good view of the Waka Haurua. This is Team Penula.
The Masters got Israel's foreman steering this canoe. And that might be Jason Ashford sitting on one, perhaps.
And there's a waka that's way in front.
We've got the 2 young ones, can you see?
Oh, okay. We've got binoculars. Thank you, Inamaru. I'm going to try and, oh my gosh, I feel like oh, here we go. My eyelashes are too long. Wow, you try. My eyelashes are too long.
I don't know about the oldest trying to.
This is Manukau, Waka Manu, another Masters team. And now we can see the swells. So it was calm this morning, and now we can see 701 to the left there. Penula. $7.01, and then we've got a Wakamanu team there as well. I'm pretty sure these are Masters teams. They are. Oh. There we go. So 701 is to your left of the screen.
Just looking through the binoculars, I think it's Whakamanu that are out in front.
That's a good lead too.
Yeah, that is a good lead. And then there's a bit of a bunch, maybe 3 or 4 canoes at the back. And from what I could see, I think it might be Buri Boys, Penula and Herbert's on tour. So, yeah, so it looks like Whakamanu's got a good lead on the boys at the moment, and as I said before, it's about who can utilise these conditions, because to some people it might be hard, but to others it might be they find that niche and they make it work, which is what I think Whakamanu boys have done at the moment.
And the waka are not gliding like we've seen throughout the day, which is just an example of the conditions that are out there. I mean, from where we're sitting, it looks calm, but oh my goodness.
So here in front of us looks like the Tarawera Senior Master Men in the white canoe. And to their right, Penula Masters. And behind them, maybe another Manukau crew.
So here is the first crew arriving by the buoy. And this is our first team to come through. 547 Wakamanu.
Yeah, so see, they're paddling mahi-mahi, so it's all these canoes and things, and it looks like Mark Malaki-Williams there stroking.
Yeah, usually we see him at the back.
I think he's like one of their head coaches too for Manukau.
Quite a young team too. Yeah, Wakamanu OM. We've got Jake Suitaulua in there. Here is your second team, 537. Herbert's on tour, stroked by Mr. King himself. We've also got the Herbert brothers, Sean, Conan, Chase, Aaron. We've got Kai Tapiti Kiriopa in there. And then just behind them and a number below them in 536, the Booty Boys.
So all these teams that you see at the moment have been previous winners of long distance as well as sprints. So, you've got some legends out there, including the Peniula crew that's coming down and around the Waka now.
Team Peniula.
Oh, look, Ina, there's Tere.
Yeah.
Seat 2.
Ina Maru's brother. We got someone else in there too, but he said, don't name me. I want to fly under the radar.
Sorry, already done that. You got Jono Smith in 5. And there's Powder.
Powder steering. Usually we see Jeff in there too, but he's watching from home. Hene Kura Ngataki says, yeah, the boys, Vakamanu, Jeff Guy, Manuko, pumping boys. Here we have Tyron Thomas's team.
All past winners of long distance racing as well.
And
they were quite, they helped bring Ash through when he was younger as well. So, it's good to see them back paddling.
And then just behind them we had Turanga FM Paikea Masters, and now this is pure OCC. All the way from Ruamata, did really well at the sprints in the long distance race.
This is Tarawera 6-pack. Senior Masters crew. So they're doing really good.
Wow, they're up with the boys.
See, age is just a number.
Yeah, it is.
I think that's become my motto for a while. That's Max Holder stroking that canoe. We got Pilch there sitting in seat 4, so I've done a couple of partner CrossFit comps with that guy a few years ago now. So.
And then you've got 701 all the way from Peniula. We've got Peniula.
Peniula Masters.
So at the moment, I think Turanga FM Paikea Masters are leading the Masters, or I think they're placed second at the moment.
And we've got Makoha Hurianga, I think, coming around from Taupo. We've got JB steering them there. I think Muddy's brothers in there.
Oh.
Turi.
And look, and just in about 5 minutes' time, we saw so many teams come in and around. This could possibly be our first J19 men's team.
They look like babies,
They
compared
do.
to the guys that just went around.
It is Taupeke Surfer all the way from Ngāhoi Horo. A beautiful club up north.
The future of Wakama is really looking really good
it
for
is.
Aotearoa.
I mean, these young boys, and I would say that they're probably under 16 as well, and they're paddling against some of the best paddlers that we have in the country. This is awesome. Oh, yeah. From Tupu King, his dad, in the Golden Masters. To the left of your screen. To the right of your screen, we have in the Waka 345, Tamaki Tirangi from Horota Waka Hoi. And then in 989, your Golden Master men, Potama, all the way from Ngāhoi Horo. From there, 695. Kawakawa from Te Waka Pounamu. And we've seen a lot of teams from Te Waka Pounamu.
Yeah. It's good to see, the sport's definitely growing in the South Island.
And especially in the Master Men's. I think they are the current champs for the turns, for the Master Men's category. There's a few more teams coming around.
This looks like Turanga Waiwai. Yeah, and the infamous blue and white Puakia.
And Waka 693. And then 700. And Waka 700, we have PCKC Gherkin Surf and Turf, what they'll probably be wanting to eat after their race. And then just behind them, all with matching caps, in Waka 869, we have Motu Boys Senior from Waiheke Waka Ama Club. Oh man, Waiheke Waka Ama Club.
That's cool.
That is so cool. And then 991.
The Ngāti Rehia Club. Yeah.
Team Manuai.
There's old Danny at the back there. And Taranaki.
And 698. We've got Ngā Tai e Whao Taranaki. And 697. Just behind them, Motu Boys. All the way from Waiheke. "45 minutes on the clock. This is the first turn for these teams. And they caught the Howley Bags Takitimu Outrigger Canoe Club. And then from the Howley Bags, we go to UAE Men's. UOA Waka Ama Club Incorporated. I know one of our, Lisa Chatford, wanted to know all about these boys.
They look young.
Yeah, they do. As they make their way around the buoy for their second turn, because they are in the J19 section.
So now, as you can see, there's lots of separation now. So you kind of get an idea who's confident in the different conditions, because if the wind's blowing one way, the boys are going to start getting a bit of a headwind. They'll get a little downwind run at the top turn, and then they get that side wind that comes back on. So we may see more separation as well.
Oh, there we go. We've had 3 teams come around. This is Hei Matua from Hei Matau. Who is this? Oh, we missed that team. Aroha, we'll catch you next time. You're too fast for us. And then coming around, we have 986. This team here, the Howlers. For a few of these teams that have come around the buoy, they will only have to go around one more time. I say only as if it's easy. That was Manao Te Hoi from Horota Waka Hoi Club. So, for our J19 men's, Golden Master men's and Master 70 men's, so paddlers that are above the age of 70 years old, they will have to do this course twice. So the next time you see those teams, it'll be when they're finishing the race. But for our Opens, our Masters, and our Senior Masters, they have to do it another 2 times. And they caught Golden Milers from Waitaha Paddling Club Incorporated. And we're trying to capture as many turns around the first buoy as possible, but also we've got our drone flying out. And you'll probably be able to see in the distance there, the leaders of this race are already making their way to the second buoy. So that's the buoy south of us. This is another young team all the way from Te Toki Asoi Juniors, and I know a few of their supporters are watching our live stream. So we have a waka behind the fourth place getters at the moment. And in first place, we have Whakamanu. In second place, we have Herbert's on tour. And third place, Hei Mato Butty Boys, aroha mai. And then Penula in fourth. So we'll have updated results as they come in or as it changes. This buoy to your right of the screen, that is the buoy before they go south. So they go straight across the beach here. And then it's not until they turn around there, it gets a little bit choppy, the more south they get. This is a team from Fire and Ice Outrigger Canoe Club. It is Salty Dogs.
I think that club's also a South Island club.
Oh,
Yeah. So good to see them here too.
and just on the inside of them, all the way from Whakatane, Wakama or Whakatane, is Whakatane Bros.
There they are. We've got Ivan Homarsh there in seat 5.
And then 541, SBP, all the way from Otaki Wakahoi. Then coming around the Tairāwhiti Waka, Tūnui a Ika, Ate Ika Aroha mai, Outrigger, Whaerepo. So we've just been told Whakamanu are leading by about 100 metres, and they are 400 metres away from the second buoy, from the top buoy, so the most southern buoy. And this is our last crew to come around in the first lap. Team Kodo from Kaihoi o Ngāti here Trust. We've got a few to come around. We've got 261. There we go. Fluffy slippers. Oh,
We were just talking about
they're
slippers.
so cute. Yeah. A few of their members were in the mixed not so long ago. And in Mastermen, from Open and Men's, in Mastermen, it is Turangi FM Paikea Masters that are leading at the moment. And 5th place overall.
So we got Mike Hickson steering this crew. That's on screen right now. Some of these guys have been around for a while too.
We've got around 1, 2, 3 more waka to come around the Tairāwhiti Waka. So Manuko lead. Then Herbert's on tour, second. Heimato, third. And Penula are fourth. And in fifth place is a Masters team from here in Turanganui-Akiwa. Turanga FM Paikea Masters. They're keeping up with the Open Men's Cruise. They went away to the Worlds this year. And I think they're the silver medalists in the 1,500 metres in the Master Men's at this year's National Wakama Sprints. I only know that because I am a employee of Turanga FM. And we support Turanga FM Paikea Masters, but I'm staying biased. Going to your comments now. Zana Betty says, go Otaki. Renee Lawson says, yeah, my boys. Tirangi Maria Hill, go Turanga Waiwai men. Michelle Arai says, good Taupeke surfers J19. Surfers J19. Rehutai in there. Oh, and Rehutai, I think he's won a few gold medals at this year's long distance nationals. Franz Roosendahl says, go Ash, Roosendahl and Paul. Cheers from Opa and Oma. And Oma? Oma.
We're just talking about it pretty strange not seeing Opa here with his cameras.
He'll be feeling FOMO. Hopefully we're doing a good job for you so you're not feeling as much FOMO. And our final waka making their way around the Tairāwhiti waka.
So just up in front there, there looks like Makoha, the Masters men's crew. I think some of them are fairly new to the sport, so it's pretty awesome to see them out there at a long distance nationals. You know, especially if some of them it's their first time. They'll be thinking, oh my God, what am I doing here? Or they'll be thinking, this is awesome.
They're doing really well.
Yeah. Oh, they're a great bunch of guys, like real supportive. I suppose every club's like that, but, and I'm not being biased, I'm just saying.
Yeah. We're trying to get a camera on a boat to get you vision from the race course.
So just a little bit of a background here on like the Makoha men's opens and masters team. This year was, well, I think it's the first time paddling under Makoha we've had a women's team. So pretty special moment for the whole whānau and for Makoha. But yeah, I think you feel that sort of aroha in all clubs. But yeah, pretty special.
That's cool, knowing that this is the first time, you know, a women's crew have used the name Makoha, and then you go out and win.
Yeah, bonus.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. What a way to celebrate.
Yeah.
I'm not going to read Opa's. Oh, Jeff's comment about Opa. Peter Tere says, let's go, Ina Maru Tere.
She's like, shut, bro.
Ina Maru's working hard. She's got about 3 jobs in the studio. Just got a few scenic shots for you from where we're positioned at Midway Beach. The rain is supposed to stay away until tonight. There we go. Those are our leaders at the moment.
So I think on screen it looks like the Body Boys, closely followed by Team Peniula. So I think that boat there is probably chasing up to the front.
Yes.
Two,
So I
perhaps?
think there's a third and fourth place. This boat here, the speedboat, which I think has Seymour on there. So we're trying to get a camera to Seymour. They're now racing their way to Wakamanu because Wakamanu are leading by about 100 metres.
So
That's Herbert's on tour right there. And, you know, the boat is racing towards our first place at the moment, Wakamanu. There they are. So that was a good way to see just how much Wakamanu are leading by. And what a lead. I think we had to wait about 7 seconds for that boat to get to them.
And the boat wasn't going slow either.
Yeah. It's a speedboat for a reason.
Yeah, so if you just look at how they're paddling, you can just see the confidence. And I think on this leg here is a bit of surf.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually probably going more with the canoe as opposed to coming from sides. So they'll be trying to utilise that as much as possible. Especially to get up to that top turn to come down, because you can gain metres just on a turn. And if you can nail that, then you can open up your lead even more. So here we go.
So this is the buoy, which is the most south buoy of the course. Now they are making their way from that buoy towards the buoy here in front of us by the Tairāwhiti Waka. And when they come around, they have one more lap to go. One more lap. So they are halfway done, pretty much.
So now you can see that the umma's kind of getting like popping just a little bit, and that's just from the wind chop coming into the umma. But you, as you can see, the confidence in this crew, and you don't see anyone changing or anything. They're maintaining their boat speed, they're maintaining their power and their strokes. With crews who are not used to these kind of conditions, you'll start to see people leaning into the umma because they don't want to flip and all that sort of stuff.
Or even having everyone paddle on the left side and getting sore on the left side.
And sometimes, to be fair, that's actually, it's annoying because if you come right back up all at the same time, that's actually can make your waka flip. And it's just from people's body movements.
So if you are unaware, the umma, if it's lifted, and the umma is the stabilizer to the left, if you're sitting in the waka, but where we're sitting from, it's on the right. If that goes up, and it's easy to go up, especially if everyone is leaning to the right. Obviously, that makes your waka flip, and we did see a few teams flip yesterday. And especially with the wind and how it's blowing from northwest, it doesn't make it any easier.
So if you've just seen this turn now, how wide Wakamanu are, and that could just be purely from the wind getting blown that way. So you'll have your steerers trying to angle in but not get too far wide, because you still have to come back around the waka hodua. So it's finding that fine line but also not getting pushed out too far.
You'd want it to be as short as a course as possible.
Yeah.
Here, I think we have a waka tugging a waka, the boat tugging a waka in, which is unfortunate. Hopefully they're okay. I think they may have capsized. Can see a few bail. No, was it a bail?
Looks like a mahi.
There's no number on there though. Don't know. 292. Nine 9-2. So
we got the 2 right.
This was the Papas from Horota Wakahoi. Unfortunately, they won't finish the race. Hopefully they're okay. So the Papas They were in the Golden Master men's section. And just unfortunate because I saw them practicing last weekend.
So on screen, it looks like maybe that could be Makoha Hurihanga just there in the middle, followed by possibly Penula Masters to their left, our right. Oh no, sorry, that's Herbert's. So this is our angles that we're trying to figure out who's where. So Herbert's, then to the right of them is Heimato and Penula Opens. So just on this, if we talk about the steerers, so we've got 4 renowned steerers. So you've got Paul Namanku steering Penula. You've got Paul Rosendale steering Body Boys. You've got Coney and Herbert steering the Herberts.
Yep, Herbert's on tour.
Yeah, so, and, you know, these guys, you know, they're just names that you've heard all the time. So in this particular part, I would say having a good team helps, but also having a
good
steerer.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what we usually see, especially in the long distance races, not just here, but the sprints as well. It's make or break.
Yeah.
If you've got a good steerer, yeah, it's make or break.
And then, of course, you'll have your leadership throughout your canoe in there.
Sorry about that. I just saw one of our cameramen, Ted, he gave something to our IRB, and it was a camera. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we will get live pictures from on the water, so you don't have to see pictures like this where we're guessing who's coming or who's placed first.
But we definitely know at the moment it's still Wakamanu, with a commanding lead at the moment.
Just going to go out and use my binoculars. Won't be long. Play some music in the maru. Welcome back to our coverage of race 2 of the second day here at the 2024 long distance Waka Nationals. This is the 5th race, race 5, race 6 aroha mai. Open men's, open master men's and senior master men's. We've also got J19 men's, Golden Master Men's and Master 17 Men's. We have Seymour. We have a camera with Seymour. He is on the supporting boat. And that is Manuko. There he is right there. Nice shot, Kale.
Oh.
And now we have vision of our leaders of not only race 6, but also of the open men's. It is Manuko with a commanding lead. Riding those swells, making use of the swells. That's probably why they're ahead by so much. So that is the lead that they have, which is commanding. And they are making their way to the Tairawhiti Waka. There they will turn for the very last time before paddling the final 8 kilometres. So at the moment I would say they're just under 10 kilometres to go in this race. 24 kilometres. Our master men, our open men and our senior master men, they all have to paddle 24 kilometres. And then our junior 19 men, golden master men and master 70s men, well, they're on their way back because they've already turned. They're on their way back as they only have to paddle 16 kilometres. What do you think about this lead Bakamanu has, Ranj?
Oh, this is something that you actually want to have, especially on this leg here. As I said before, this will be challenging for a lot of crews. But I think, to be fair, our top 4 crews that are out there, a lot of them will be used to this kind of condition. So everyone will just be trying to fight for every little bump or just trying to keep their waka moving forward. And what they want to do is get to the waka haurua first because they'll be able to maybe open up their lead a little bit more as well.
And here we have second place, Herbert's on tour, and 5:37. Oh, there we go. Stroked by Tipu King, and his dad's in this race as well, and the senior master men's for Ngāti Re here. There's 4 Herberts in here, a King, and I forgot the other person's name. I'll find out. Kereopa, thank you. Someone might say I'm biased.
So if you just take a look at Herbert's on tour here, like they make this look easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like they look smooth. And yet when we looked at it from another angle, you got swell coming into their ama. But how they paddle is just nice and smooth. And it's one of those things where you're showing other teams, they're working hard, but they're making it look easy.
I mean, look at Tipu's stroke, and he always makes it look easy.
Yeah.
Him and Hemi Wahapango in his days as well. Hemi Wahapango was actually in this race.
Yeah, paddling with OCC.
Yeah.
He's the new Mitch.
Yeah. So they've all got a nice stroke. Mangu Kemp, back in his days, he had a nice, long, strong stroke. But this is your current
Leaders.
first place in the open men's and overall at the moment. Mark Malaki Williams. Jules Peterson, he's watching our live feed. He said, let's go, brothers. And well, Jules, he's another stalwart of Wakamanu.
Yeah, we've got a youngster here, Tama Heta. Mark Malaki, hands down, he's brought so many youngsters through the sport, and for him to be stroking and leading the way, you can't ask for more than that. that's, I've seen him do this time and time again. He's the coach of the open women's team as well. A lot who just either new to the sport or coming back from having babies. So, he's amazing.
He is. Here's Waka 5-4-4. Penula in front here. And then just behind them, 5-3-6 from Heimato.
Yeah, the Team Penula, they're last year's long distance champs. And you can see there's old Simon Wolfgram in one. Got Tere, Inamaru's brother. He's in two.
You're not cheering for your brother, Inamaru.
She's excited.
And this is 5-8-7? Herbert's on tour. Or 5-3-7.
Yeah, so they make this look easy, the experienced paddlers. They look smooth. They can get good purchase on the front of their strokes. And their steerers are, looking for the best line possible, especially on this back leg.
Oh, they do. All of these guys make it look easy.
Yeah.
Riding a swell here. They're just flying.
Yeah. And the unknown guys in 3, I just didn't want to mention his name. What's faster, Smith?
Tukahia TK Ngātaki says, what a statement. Vakamanu OM. Yeah, the boys.
And just looking at Penula here, in seat 4 we've got Vance Smith, seat 5 Jono Smith, and at the back, Polder Monk.
Polder Monk.
Yeah.
With Penula, Inamaru Tere's team. Inamaru Tere, he's been mentioned in our comments too by Te Kohe Tūhaka. He says, stop it, Inamaru Tere. Is there nothing this woman can do? Paddler, coach, photographer, music DJ, camera woman, get it. She says, shout out to you. We just saw, just before they come around the buoy for the last time, before making their way on their last 8 kilometres, just saw Mark there grab his straw off his camelback, get a few electrolytes in him, because they've got one more round to go. And a time of 1:19. What a blistering time. And look at it. You can see, oh my goodness. This stroke rate is some teams' sprint stroke rate. So There's no wonder why they are leading by so much.
So sometimes you'll get a little bump that just requires a little push, and then you'll see the rate come up, and then you'll start seeing them lengthen again, because you just want that little, the speed to come up, and you want to maintain that speed. So, and now final lap, as I said before,
of course,
you just want to give it all and just get faster and finish the race as soon as you can.
And Vakamanu coming around the Tairāwhiti Waka, they are able to see the teams that are 3rd and 4th, not necessarily who was 2nd, but it is Herbert's on tour.
This is amazing, brothers all paddling together. I don't know if I could paddle with my sisters.
It's awesome. I mean, they're all chill, eh?
Yeah.
They're all chill, such awesome and respected in the sport. I mean, Tipu there as well.
Yeah.
Awesome representation of the sport. I love that they've been together for so many years.
Yeah.
Then out there in 5-4-0, you got Pure OCC. Another team that does really well in the long distance at the sprints.
I think that might be Nuna steering them. So he's been in some of the elite crews for sprints and stuff. He's come through like holding, like, they've built up this crew for a couple of years, so they're getting up there. This is our first master.
And it's our first Masters team all the way from Turanganui Akiwa, supported by, I would say, the best radio station in Aotearoa, Turanga FM Paikea Masters. In the powerhouse there, you have Paula Anderson and I believe Whangara Maitawhiti. They have a Matatini live-in this weekend. He's missing the live-in to come here, hopefully grab a gold at this year's Long Distance Nationals. They'd be stoked where they are, just behind Pure OCC, keeping up with the Open men's teams.
Looks like Woody in 1. I think that could be Sam in 2. And we've got Hemi in 3.
Hemi Wahapango, his sister's watching at the moment. So for the Open men's, for the Master men's and also Senior Master men's, we'll see them turn one more time. But for the J19s, Golden Masters and Master 70, if we see them near the finish line, that means Kwamitu Te Rehi. We'll see our champs for 2024.
And here's our first Senior Masters, Tarawera 6-pack. So majority of them paddle out of Eastern Bay of Plenty. And we've got, I think, Dale. He's from here in Gisborne, in seat 2. He's paddling with one of those Fanta or teaspoon-looking paddles.
Yes.
There's been races where, like our last year's long-distance world champs, the Canadian team in either the Opens or the Master Women's used a set. Or was it the Americans? But yeah, they made it work.
Oh my goodness!
And they won. So you think they must have something good about them.
So we have Peniula here, and we have Tarawera 6-pack in the Senior Master men. It'll be Tarawera that will take the gold for the Senior Master men. Actually, no, they do it one more time. Aroha mai, 24 kilometres.
Maybe is Peniula second in the Master men's at the moment? I think so, Yeah, I think the Peniula Masters is second. Because, there's Bruce in them. So, yeah. These guys first, seniors.
So just a reminder, Open men's, Master men's and Senior Master men's, they'll all have to go around one more time. But if we see any of our Junior 19 men's, Golden Master men or Master 70 men, that'll be it.
I think I just seen Marty Hellier in that Tarawera 6-pack team in seat 5 also using one of those pedals. So we have to get some insight into how people find them because, hey, everything's always evolving.
Yeah, be good to know. Maybe it's light. Maybe they're just like, oh, you don't have to pick it out of the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. 871 here. Manuko, Waka Manu, SMM, Senior Master men.
And here we have Makoha, Hurihanga. There's JB at the back there. I think we've got Courtney up in 1. So this crew too is also building, getting up there. Turi Hodges in seat 5.
Oh, that's cool. Turi Hodges, of course, former national champ, individual champ, former world champ for individual races. Done a lot for Porirua Club. Now he is helping another club build. We've got probably our first J19 men's team to come through. This is Waka 346 all the way from Ngā Hoihoro, the Taupeke Surfers. And this will be them because J19 men only have to race 16 kilometres Tau Peke Surfers, and I'm going to say their name one more time. Rehutai Appleyard, Nico Henry, Bo Herbert, JJ Herbert, Matahi Heta, and Manaki Pickering. Man, they have smashed it this year at the long distance nationals in both teams and individual races. And they take home another gold for the J19 W6 16-kilometre race.
Can't wait to see these boys in a few years. Look at that. As you've all seen, like, their rate picked up at the end. For some reason, we see the finish and we're just like, let's go. And we've got all this energy that we thought we didn't have. And it's just like, let's go. And like, everyone just, and it's a sigh of relief.
And I think that might be their last race. I had a few races yesterday. I think they may have had one this morning too.
I think there's some 19s
W1s
tomorrow. So maybe some of these guys may be in there. So, I mean, that just goes to show their age. Some of these guys doing the 16s, singles and...
Yeah, because they're young.
Yeah. All that energy. Use it wisely,
boys. Yeah, they are.
It all catches up later.
So they finished that race in just under 1 hour, 27 minutes. Team 989.
Oh, there he is.
There is Tipu King's dad in the front there. Ngā Hoi Horo. They are your champions in the Golden Master Men's. So in the front there we have David King. Then we also have John Leith, Gordon Mackay, Peter Henderson, Rob Cameron and Grant Barraball.
Well, that's a pretty stacked team.
That is a stacked team. Yeah, I was going to say Grant Barraball.
There's Turanga Waiwai just coming around the Waka Hodua now. Is that Aaron Kittles steering them? I think it is.
Here's Hakari Mata, Turanga Waiwai Waka Sports. Hakari Mata, of course, beautiful maunga in the Waikato region. If you can run up it, you're fit as.
I think they said there's like 190 steers or something.
Oh my gosh, I lost my breath. Motu Boys Senior, all the way from Waiheke Wakama Club. Awesome to see a Waka Club all the way from Waiheke.
Looks like that's another junior team that's just finished. Horauta colours.
Tama ki te rangi from Horauta Waka Hoi, your second silver medalist. In this team we have Kane Soto, Rain Taputoro Filo, Caden Thrupp, Fraser Wainohu, Jackson Robin Smith and Kian Aiton. Looks like he's going to take a dip. My name's Rahia Timutimu, one of your commentators for today and the rest of the competition. And we are very lucky to have Ranj Rapana join us. She just won the Open Women's W6 24-kilometre race yesterday. And now she's joining us here today. And she might be racing tomorrow. This is another team that's just come through. Kaihui o Ngāti Rehia Trust, Team Manuai.
There's Danny Kaiawe at the back there. He's been doing quite a lot of work for this club. I know back in the day, he took some junior teams. I think they were under the name like Fat Oysters.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So it was cool going up there because he actually got to eat oysters as well. So,
We've also got Anthony Cribbin here. William Hulkyard, Daniel Kaiawe, Toby LaRue, Ali Robinson, and Jim Tango, or Tango. All the way from Waiheke again, we have Motu Boys Juniors. Who are in the Masters section. Then from then we go to 691, making their way around the Tairāwhiti Waka. Arapawa from Waikawawaka Mawhānau Incorporated. And as we see all of these teams come through, and we're trying to catch as many finishes as possible because the Golden Masters, Senior 70 Masters and J19s, this is their last, they don't have to go around again, but we will try also to get our Open Men's, try and see where the teams are. Here's 866 now. Howley Bags from Taki Timu Outrigger Canoe Club. One more time around.
We're on screen now. We have Hei Matua from Hei Mato Paddlers.
Yep, Te Waka Pounamu, Pansexual Dolphins Weight Loss Club. Awesome name there. Loved reading that out.
Oh, I'm in fits.
And then just in front of Pansexual Dolphin Club, we've got Taio Wakama from Taio.
I love how there's been a lot of thought put into names. It's great.
And I think Taio in Open Men's category as well. They've got Caleb Ackroyd. Oh, you've got Chris Douglas Huriwai here. Haras Kahukura. Awesome rugby player here. In Turanganui Kiwa, you got Justin Rahipere. You got Shannon Demone Albert. I'm pretty sure Shannon is steering. And you've got Walter Shepherd. Then in this team, 699. Do you want to say their name? From Te Waka Pounamu. I'll say it again. Pansexual Dolphins Weight Loss Club. There you go. Yeah, we can just see in this team. Our powerhouse is bailing. Is just, you want to get out the water out as much as possible. Even though you've got skirtings, it still makes its way in, especially out in the open sea. Bit of water too.
So there's an art to bailing as well and timing.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to choose your moments wisely, because sometimes you might be battling another crew, so you're deciding, do I bail now or do we just keep battling until we, to a point where we're going to have to? So you're weighing up all these options all the time. Not too bad here because they got no other crew around them, so maybe he's just taking that opportunity to do it here.
Here's a drone shot now try and see where our leaders are and if they are the same leaders.
Taranaki. So their colours. Senior mastermen. Their numbers. Like, there they are.
Here we go. Here's your leaders. All the way from Waka Manu. They've been leading from the first buoy, and that lead continues to lengthen. Overall winners at the moment, but also leaders of the open category. But anything can happen too.
So you've got in seat 1, we've got Mark. 2, we've got Marlon. You see Jake there just taking a drink, getting that hydration in. Casey in 4, Sam in 5 with Tama steering. So as we see, like Jake taking having some fluid there. That's a timing thing as well for every paddler. Like, you want to be drinking before you get thirsty, or you want to. So they'll also have some sort of gels or some sort of food supplement in their boat as well. And it's also another thing. Like, if you're battling with another team, do I eat? Do I drink now, or do I
just leave it?
First? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, lots of strategies going on.
They don't have to strategize much though, because their lead is wowee.
But in saying that, their lead may be commanding, but they'll still be wanting to, keep going, be faster, and increase that lead.
This is second place overall, and also second place in the open men's section. Herbert's on tour from Ngā Hoihoro. And then we've got our Soy Juniors from Te Toki. This is your final team in the J19 men's section. Mania Davis, Piripi Enoka, Arapata Lawson, Fetu Lawson, Liam Nepe and Ihaya Tehida. They take bronze in the J19 men's 16-kilometre race. All the way from Te Toki. Giving a thumbs up to the Tairāwhiti Waka.
Like the conditions have dropped. Like, we don't really see a lot of the white caps anymore out there, so maybe some teams might be a bit more confident to finish off this lap maybe quicker, depending how much energy they've still got left.
Anei te kapa e aru ana i te tūranga tuatoru i tēnei wā. Range has put down her mic because she wants to cheer for this team. It's a team close to her heart. I mean, part of her heart is on this waka. He's in seat number 3. Ka pai you, Ash. Awesome to see you back. As he takes a swig of his camel pack. But I mean, he's fit. You know, when you know someone is a CrossFitter, and not only that, he placed 3rd in the country in RX division. He would be fit. So awesome to see him out here. So they are currently 3rd, and I believe Penula are behind them in 4th. This is where they will end the race at the Tairāwhiti Waka Haurua. And this is the final race of the day. Awesome to see so many people here in Turanganui Akiwa. It boosts our economy. We've been doing it hard since last February when Cyclone Gabrielle hit. And here we go. Here's your 4th place, Team Penula. Last year's winners, Inamaru Tere's team. Also, Jeff Guy's team, Te Kohe Tūhaka's team. That's our brand new Kiwa pools. Thanks to the Labour government, we got $24 million in funding to not only build this pool, but also the building that we're currently sitting in across the road at Midway Surf Lifesaving Club. Oh man, what an awesome posse to be watching Wakama from.
Who can you see?
Trying to see who I know. Go the Waz. There's Penula. They'll want to do everything they can. And I believe they are nearing the second buoy.
So I believe the Penula Club is like new, yeah, have their own new club now. Once upon a time used to paddle under the club of Akarana. So new beginnings, eh? So that's pretty cool and be pretty special because that name Penula has been around for a while, and to be a club now, how special. Inamaru's just going, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Former national champ. Former world champ. I remember interviewing Inamaru when she was winning.
So humble.
Here we go. This is Salty Dogs, Fire and Ice Outrigger Canoe Club. And they are in the Golden Master Men's, which means this is it for them. They finished this race, 16 kilometres. Fire and Ice, Salty Dogs, Lachlan Cameron, Rob Cunningham, Brent Finch, Graham Newton, Leon Williams and Brent Wolf. Ka rawe koutou. No doubt they'll want to get off and buy them a salty dog. There's a bit of nice kai here on the banks.
Lots of relief on some of those faces. Well done.
So there are a few teams in here. The Papas from Horota, unfortunately they weren't able to finish the race, but we also have Ko Waito Papa from Horota. Ngāti Re here, just finished. Team Manuai, who won this race. Oh no, Aroha Mai. Got that wrong. Team Manuai, we've got Potama. Potama won that race. And then we've got Mātātoa from Taitonga, the Howlers from Tākitimu, Golden Milers from Waitaha, and also Whakatane Bros from Whakatane. Here we go. This is the best part of the race when you get to ride in.
Hopefully with a support crew that's going to take your waka up for you.
Team 261.
Te whānau o Mawao.
Fluffy Slippers.
So we have Mike Hickson there in the back of the canoe. He helps out a lot with our typical Te Ika regional sprints. So, it's good that we see some of the workers behind the scenes actually out there paddling.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Yeah. As I see with clubbies from around, Te Orango Te Rā as well.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the women were paddling yesterday, and then we had
And
them
then
here
they're-
doing some mahi. So it was great.
And here we go. 5-3-7. Herbert's on tour.
I just realised young kaitawhiti Kiriopa's in this crew.
Yes.
I was like, who's the Kiriopa? Oh, there you go. So if you watch him, like over the last couple of years, he's paddling really, really well, and he's doing a lot of downwind surf runs. And his dad's steering the Turanga Wawe Masters, so for him to be picked up by these boys, that's amazing. If anyone can be picked up from, like, not a good team but good paddlers and be mentored, it can take your paddling to another level. So.
And I mean, look, you've got 4 Herbert boys and Tipu King.
Yeah, and good old kaitawhiti.
Yeah, he's in great company.
Yeah.
Oh, Opa Ruzi watching. Go, buddies. Cute.
Probably beer in one hand, at the screen. Oma's feeding him some food.
Cute.
So on screen we've got Body Boys here, and it looks like they're closing the gap on the Herberts on tour, but as we say, it looks like they're on the back stretch up before they do their final turn. So yeah, anything can happen. So in seat 1 for Heimato, we've got Narada. 2 is Eric. 3's Ash. Go Ash. And in 4 we've got Yawn. 5 Manawa and Paul steering that crew. So yeah, it looks like the gap's closed a little bit. At this time, you know, what's going through your head, you know, who's got it more, who wants it more. That's all the thoughts that'll be going through everyone's head right now. And with Body Boys seeing Herbert's right there, I'm sure they'll be wanting to give something to try and not only catch them, but maybe overtake them. So here we go. Good racing, boys. Okay, we've got Waka number 987, who is Kawai Tōpapa, or Kawau Tōpapa, from Horota. Amazing to see these guys out there. They'll be happy that this is their final lap. And I take my hat off to anyone that's out there on the race course. Realistically, when you think about it, they're actually racing open men crews, so they're pushing them. So here we go again. Looks like they've closed the gap a little bit more. Yeah, we've got that the swell sort of pressing onto that ama. So who's gonna pick the best line? Who wants it more? They'll be digging deep. Final lap. Anything can happen. And Herberts will know that they're there, so they'll be wanting to respond and try react to whatever Body Boys are giving to them. And out wide, you can just see maybe, I think that's could be Team Peniola. So there's a battle on here for second, third, and for second and third. So it's going to be some exciting racing. I kind of get all excited. So yeah, this is great racing. You know that it's a good race when you've got a good battle on your hands. Final lap. Who wants it more? And I'm sure Team Peniola will be putting it in. They're pretty sharp. So all these three teams, like, anything can happen. Out of the three Peniolas. Peniola. So, yeah. So if we can see, here's Heimato. They've definitely closed the gap, and it looks like from this angle that they're just overtaking Herberts.
Wow, and I mean, we saw about 20 minutes ago, it was a clear first, second and third, but I mean, I said that, didn't I? Anything can change.
Anything can change.
But I wasn't expecting something like this. This is huge. And then out there is Peniola, and Range did mention that they won this last year, so they know how to win. But it will be Wakamanu. They still hold their lead in a comfortable lead.
So here we see Body Boys just, like, from our angle, slightly overtaking Herbert. So, and that can come down to anything like a nice run or swell, pick them up to inch their boat forward. Yeah, it's just great racing. This is what you call racing.
Yeah, this is awesome. I mean, you wouldn't want to be on the Waka, especially how it's this close, but as a spectator, this is what you want to see. And this is when the steerers play a pivotal role.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, all different styles. We've got Penula right out there, and they, they have their game plan.
Yeah.
And then you have the two Waka closest to us. Then you have Wakamanu, who are comfortably in the front.
Yeah. So here we go. Like, anything can happen. Even now, like, we've got probably maybe 400 metres, maybe 500 metres left of the race course, but even that could change again. Determination, who wants it more? Like, everyone be excited. Like, you'll have supporters at home now. Like, these guys, look at that, smooth. Yeah. And then they can relax because they've got this lead. When you're racing out in ocean, to even catch a team like 100 metres, it could take like 20 minutes just to catch them. So the amount of effort these teams will be putting in, they can see the finish. It's all mindset and who's got grit. I think I've got some grit in this canoe, as we can see here. If he has a little bit of his cray-cray mum in him, he'll be like, come on, boys, because you never give up, not until the end, so anything can happen. Great racing, boys.
It's an awesome race.
So the other thing here is, as these crews are coming down to the finish, you also don't want to lose your composure. You want to be battling, but holding that composure so that you're still, your stroke's still the same as each other. You're pressing at the front, pulling through the same, and it actually makes it easier for your steerers. And then we have Penula. Seat 4 there just had a little look. So I'm sure they'll be wanting to push even harder now. Here we go. Here's Booty Boys again. They've actually put a little bit of a gap on the Huberts on tour, but don't count Penula out just yet. They're out wide.
Mai, we just missed our live feed just went out. But this is your Open Men's W6 24 kilometre winning team. It is Wakamanu with a time just under 2 minutes 01. But we've been talking about how there's a battle between second and third. It looks like...
Could be Penula. Oh, just from this angle.
Oh, it looks like it might be Penula. I mean, this view that we have at the moment.
Yeah. It's a different angle, so... Yeah, but Could be Penula or...
It is!
Yeah.
It's Penula. Penula takes second place in the open men's. And they'll be stoked with that. I mean, you can see it on their face.
Yeah. We got the unknown paddler in seat 3. He's probably stoked. Closely. What a good battle, eh? Hey, Mato. Buddy boys. That's how you want racing to be. And then we've got Herbert's on tour. Wow.
With third place. So apologies once again. We don't know what happened.
Not too sure on second or third, but I think, yeah, Penula and then Buddy Boys. Wow, that's awesome.
So our live stream cut out. And if you are just joining us, Aroha mai. It was out of our control, but Waka Manu are your champions for the 2024 Long Distance Nationals Open Men's 24 kilometre with the time just under 2 minutes 01. And then, I don't know how they did it, but they did. Penula, they took second place. They will take silver, and then third place,
Buddy Boys.
Buddy Boys, which is a team close to Ranger's heart. Her son takes bronze. And of course, our live stream had to cut off at the business end. Here we go. Here is Pure OCC, Ruamata Wakama Club.
5th over on the open men's. Well done, boys.
What a race. So much excitement.
I was almost going to do a John Herbert one part there, jumping up and down, but, you know. Oh.
And then we've got our first, second and third in the opens. And I can see in the corner of my eye the colours of Horota Waka Hoi and the colours of Turanga FM Paikea Masters. There we go. In Waka 702, it will be Turanga FM Paikea Masters that will take the Masters title. The team have done the mahi. So we've got Paul Anderson there in seat 3. We've also got Bruce Campbell steering. Miha Crawford is in stroker. We've also got Grant Donaldson, Michael Kemp and Jason Detty.
Yeah, they were pushing those open crews at the beginning of the
They
race.
were.
So, you know, age is just a number.
And they're about 100 metres away from the finishing line. But, I mean, we can see them with the naked eye, and the competitors are around 300 metres behind them. So a comfortable lead here for Turanga FM Paikea Masters. There we go. That's your Master Men's W6 24 kilometre champions for 2024. Turanga FM Paikea Masters. They went to the Hilo Sprints as a team. They also competed together at the Sprint Nationals early on this year. This is Team 692. Buddy Masters. And I think they are the second team to cross the line for the Masters. Tyron Thomas and co. So they'll take home a silver. In that team, there was Craig Fenwick, Troy Nexus, Tom Rika, Tyron Thomas, Ray Timiho, and Jordan Edmonds.
Oh, Jordan. Yeah. Haven't heard that name for a while. Normally he's on a support boat.
Penula.
Third Masters?
They've got a team in Open and they've got a team in the Masters, and they will take home a bronze medal.
Led by Paddy Rimene there. He was the coach of the J19 men elite team.
You've also got Joe Nuku, Israel Foreman, Sione Fonoa, Fole Fino, and Jason J. Ashford.
This is where we see all the man hugs and the cheerburrows going on. There's Tarawera six-pack senior master men. I believe that's the first seniors. Max Holder there in seat 1. Dale 2. And here we have Makoha, Hurihanga. Yeah, the boys. Oh, there's Marcel in seat 3. Good to see some of these paddlers coming back. Some of, some people, go off, have families, mahi or something, and then it's good that this is a sport they can come back
Yeah.
to.
Have a bit of a break.
Yeah. We've got Courtney stroking this crew. JB there in the steersman's seat. His wife actually came to Molokai with us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's amazing.
This is Te Wakapaunamu Kawakawa. And they are in the Master Men's section. They have 2 Master Men's teams in this section, but this team has Neil Gard, Bobby Furby, Barry Campbell, Eden Kane, Gary Boaz, and also Murray Marquette.
So we talk about clubs towing canoes and bringing Waka down or up here to Gisborne, and but also there's the clubs who lend out their gear. That takes a lot of trust to do that, because some of these Wakas, I think they're over $20,000.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, trusting someone else to use their canoe, But I take my hat off to anyone who lends their gear, or else we can't have these crews participating.
I know Marekura, they sanded down all their kiato and revarnished them to make sure that they were nice and tidy for all of our visitors here.
Here we see the Taupo boys just finishing. Well done, boys.
And this is the men's crew to your crew.
Yeah, Makoha Hurihanga. And we've also got our master men's crew out there as well, still out on the course.
And just to let you know, with a time of 2:11, all crews have turned around the last buoy, which is the most south from here at Midway, which means they're not far. Not far at all. We'll be able to see them all come in soon.
So here we have the Tūranga Wawae Masters. So yeah, steering, I think that's Aaron Kiropa, so Kaitawhiti's dad.
Oh,
Good to see him paddling as well. Me and him, we've had a couple of battles in our OC1s. Well, not battles, we just, friends across Buddy's race and stuff like that. So, yeah, awesome family. I think he does some mahi for Thai paddles. Yeah, so I think he's an ambassador of
I was going to say, he's probably paddling with a Thai paddle.
yeah. Nice paddles. I paddle with a Thai. Yeah.
And that's our support waka coming in with the rest of the waka. Just a few more come making their way here. This is all the way from Waiheke Wakama Club, Motu Boys Senior. But yeah, they've got a beautiful club, Waiheke.
Yeah. So 695, they've just completed their 24 kilometres. Kawakawa from Te Waka Pounamu. So I believe all crews are now on the back straight. So everyone's heading home now. So there'll be lots of people relieved to know that they're on that back straight.
Waka 695 making its way to the shore. There's a shot just behind the Tairāwhiti Waka. Here's Waka 543, all the way from Mitimitango Ole Pacifica. It is Team Miti Opens. And here's the boys from Peniula. The Master Men's.
Be a whole another year talking about the 2024 long distance nationals and all the conversations everyone will be having about the turns and some of those conditions that are out there.
Waka 698 from Taranaki Outrigger Canoe Club, Ngā Tai e Whā o Taranaki. They are competing in the Master Men section. We've got Nathan Tuta. I think that's him in seat 4. You got Lewis Sutton, Steve Outwin, Tangiwai Lawrence, Fans Kapunga and Jermaine Anaha.
So this is another club that's kind of grown over the last couple of years. You know, started off with, I think it was kids, because I remember seeing them at Nationals, and all I saw was like Nathan and his wife sort of with a group of kids, and then, I mean, look at how it's evolved as well, you know, and it's great to see small clubs evolve, get bigger, and for those paddlers passing on the knowledge and just sharing what they know, because, hey, at the end of the day, you never stop learning. You're always, you know, there's always something that you can learn from, so, yeah. And Nathan was also, I think, a manager of the Paras.
Oh.
For long distance.
Yeah, his wife, him and his wife Marlene, they invited me to go and profile them. I think it was like before the Brazil Worlds or One Worlds, and it was lovely to see them and to see where their club is.
Yeah.
This is Waka 700 from Porirua Canoe Kayak Club. Gherkin Surf and Turf. Every time I say their name, I get hungry.
Got to have a steak with that, surely.
They must like gherkins.
I think that's Matty Archer there in stroke. I hope I didn't get that wrong.
Yeah, you
Matty.
do. No, that is him.
Yeah.
Also got Lawrence Hines in here, Justin Richards, Jesse Tini, Jono Aslop, Elsop, and also Bjorn.
Yeah, great to see Matty back in the Waka. His wife's also a good paddler too, Marianne. I think she might be looking after the boys though, to be fair. That might be our last Waka there, right?
Oh, awesome. Waka 697. Motu Boys Juniors from Waiheke Wakama. I believe they are in the Masters section. So they're the juniors to the senior Masters.
So Jeff's asking to update some of the results when we lost connection.
So we got the winners of the Open Men's. We just got them crossing the line. It was Vakamanu. Second,
Penula.
It was Penula.
And a close third from Heimato, Buri Boys. And fourth with Herbert's on tour. Mm-hmm. And first in our Masters was
Turanga FM, Turanga FM Whaikia Masters.
Second, we're
second.
Oh, possibly Heimato with third, maybe Penula Masters. So don't hold us to the Masters division. We definitely know that was the results for the Open Men, but I think we're pretty confident might have been those top three for the Masters. Hope that helps, Jeff. Oh, and Tarawera six-pack, probably first in the Senior Master Men.
Just asking some of my mates because I've been watching as well. Oh, look, this Waka is from Te Koutou, all the way in Rotorua, who are the current, I think they just won 2 days ago, the Senior A Girls Basketball National title. Yay. Alex Mena says, thank you for the update, team. We do apologise for the end of the live. We had no idea. It wasn't until we didn't see any replies and then we realised we're doing a few jobs here. Inamaru's doing about 4 jobs. I'm doing about 4 jobs.
I'm just sitting here being friends.
So we do apologise. It wasn't our intention for the line to end. But luckily we got the end of the Open Men's, the first Open Men's team coming over the line. And a big mihi to all of the people that messaged through saying that the live did cut out. We really do appreciate it.
But if you all saw that, how about that finish though, in the Open Men's? Anything could happen, and it definitely changed towards the end, and that was only about 400 or 500 metres to go of the race. That's great racing.
But that is us for now from day 2 of the 2024 Waka Long Distance Nationals, hosted by Te Uranga Aotearoa here in Turanganui-a-Kiwa. We look forward to bringing you day 3 and the final day of the 2024 competition in association with Waka New Zealand. My name is Rahia Timutamu.
And I'm Rand, and I hope we entertained you all well.
You're a great Rand, and all the best for your races, Apopo.
Thanks for having me.
And speaking of Apopo, we will see you tomorrow. Hei kona.